everyone, I'm Dr. Allison Farrell, an assistant professor in the psychology department at Miami University in Ohio, and I'm here to talk to you today about why to get involved with research. Often you'll hear about potential for undergraduates to get involved with research, to work as research assistants, and you may be not sure about what that would involve or is it something that you should be interested in. So I'm here to give you some reasons why you might want to think about working as a research assistant and getting involved. So first, these kinds of experiences can give you great insights in whether or not a research career is right for you. There are so many things you can do with a psychology degree, and some of those things do involve creating new psychological research through getting a Ph.D., working at a university or a research group, or a federal agency like the NIH. And so if you're thinking about some of those career paths, then getting involved with research as an undergrad is really important to make sure that's something that you do enjoy and get some of the skills that you need to take on that path. Second, even if those aren't really career paths you're considering, you can get experience that's relevant for a wide variety of graduate programs. So if you're thinking about going to school for social work or for counseling or other kinds of therapy type programs, if you're pre-med, all of those are paths that also really like to see research experience on people's CVs. So if those are things you're considering, you may want to consider getting involved in research. Third, you'll get to see how psychological knowledge is discovered. So in your psychology classes, you see a lot of cool results, you may hear about some studies, and so you get a really good sense of the content that psychological research is producing. But by working in the lab, you get hands-on experience actually producing that knowledge yourself and working through the processes of collecting that data, analyzing it, designing studies to test specific questions. And so you can see that whole process when you work as a research assistant and actually understand how the findings that you learn to read about in your textbooks and hear about in class come to be found. You can also apply what you learn in class. So particularly in your methods and your stats classes, you kind of hear about these abstract topics and how they relate to psychological research, but working in a lab, you can actually use that knowledge and apply it, which can really help cement that and make you understand how things that you're learning are relevant. You also can build really good relationships with graduate students and professors. So when you go to get letters of recommendation for jobs or for graduate schools or other awards, they can write you letters that are really tailored and personalized and can speak to more of your abilities and your strengths outside of just the classroom, but also in lab, in discussion, and build relationships that can be really helpful in finding opportunities for work or graduate training after your undergrad degree. And finally, you can earn course credit. So frequently, professors will have you sign up for course credit, or in some cases, they may even be able to pay their research assistants, and so you can get something in return. The other thing that you can get in return is just a lot of joy, enjoyment, and fun. Like, I was somebody who started working in a research lab as an undergrad and found it so interesting and engaging that I decided I wanted to do this for a career for my rest of my life. So there's a lot of different things you can get out of working as a research assistant. So if you're thinking about graduate school or a career in research, trying to feel out if that's something you would be interested in, or if you just want, the application of course materials and understanding how the things you learn in class get discovered, or if you just need the course credit or another source of income, then thinking about working as a research assistant is a great path for you. Hope this was helpful. Thanks.